Welcome to A Vibe Above, your space for deep healing, vibrant energy, and powerful transformation. Here, we explore holistic wellness, sound healing, mindset shifts, and the path to your future self. Every episode is designed to help you tap into the wisdom of your body, elevate your energy, and expand into the version of you that feels fully aligned. Through ancient practices, modern insights, and grounded guidance, you'll uncover the tools that create lasting change, inside and out. You're here to rise, to heal, and to step boldly into the life that's waiting for you. So let's dive in. Welcome back to A Vibe Above. Summer has officially arrived, and with it comes a whole new energy. Light, expansion, movement, and radiance. It's the season where everything in nature comes to life. And yet so many of us are still operating in depletion, disconnected from our bodies, our emotions, and our highest self. Today, I want to invite you into something different, a new perspective, a reconnection with your energy, a reminder that your mind and body are sacred. And in this season, this can be a turning point. And this season can be a turning point. In spring, we plant. In summer, we nourish what's growing. And what's growing isn't just gardens or plants. It's you. So I want to offer a gentle but powerful invitation. What would it look like if you made this summer about coming back to life in your body and your energy? We've been trained to power through, to stay busy, to hustle. But summer invites us into something else. Presence, play, and receiving. This season asks you to pause and ask, how do I want to feel in my body this summer? What would it take to let my energy match the sun? To be strong, steady, and bright? What emotions or patterns have been weighing me down and I'm ready to let burn in this season of light? Let this be your summer of intention, your summer of connection, your summer of showing up fully, freely, and on your terms. Because when you say yes to that, life starts rising to meet you. Let's drop into the body for a moment. Your body is something you are with every single day. It holds your history, your habits, your emotions, your intuition, and your soul's expression. It's not just a vehicle, it's a portal. And it's constantly speaking to you, not in words, but in signals. That tightness in your chest, that's your truth being stifled. That tension in your shoulders, that's weight you've been carrying that was never yours to hold. That ache in your gut, it could be your intuition trying to get your attention. And if we're honest, most of us have spent years disconnecting from the body. Maybe it started with diet culture, or trauma, or the message that productivity matters more than presence. We've tuned out pain, ignored fatigue, and pushed past emotional signals because the world doesn't often reward slowing down. But your body is sacred. It's a messenger, a mirror, a collaborator. And summer is the perfect season to come back to it. This is when nature is blooming, and so are you. Your body is asking you to move more, to feel more, to open up. This week, let your body lead the way, even in the simplest ways. Drink water with presence. Feel it nourishing your cells. Breathe deeper when you step outside. Fill your lungs with sunlight. Stretch or move intuitively in the morning, not because you should, but because your body deserves it. Place your hand over your heart or belly once a day and ask, what do you need from me right now? Because when you begin treating your body like the sacred space it is, something starts to shift. You become more intuitive. You feel more grounded. You start making decisions from clarity rather than burnout. Your body isn't a project to fix. It's a partner to honor. And this summer, I invite you to make that sacred reconnection. Summer is a season of fire, and fire in its highest form is transmutation, a sacred tool that doesn't just destroy, but purifies and makes room for the new. This is the time to ask your energy, what am I still carrying emotionally that's weighing down my energy, my health, or my ability to move forward? Unprocessed emotions don't disappear. They don't stay hidden in some mental box, quietly fading away. They go somewhere. And often they go into the body. The tightness in your chest. It could be grief that never had a voice. That heaviness in your legs. Maybe it's the burden of always having to keep it together. The inflammation, the tension, the fatigue. It might not be something you're doing wrong physically. It might be something you're still holding on to emotionally. And I say this with deep compassion. We've been taught to suppress, to be polite instead of honest, to keep moving instead of feeling. And we wonder why our bodies struggle to heal, to rest, even to thrive. But summer doesn't let us hide. Its heat brings things to the surface. It invites us to let go, to clear, to cleanse. So here's what I want you to do this week as a simple emotional detox. Create space for stillness, even just 10 minutes. Sit in the sun or by a window and ask, what am I holding that's not mine to carry anymore? Write freely, move gently, cry if you need to, shake, scream, breathe, and even tap it out. Let the emotion move through your body. Don't make it wrong. Don't make it dramatic. Just let it move. You don't need to analyze every feeling. You just need to honor the ones that are asking to be felt. And when you do that, your nervous system begins to relax. Your energy starts to rise. Your clarity returns. Your body begins to heal, not just physically, but energetically as well. This is one of the core teachings I always come back to. Emotions create energy patterns. And the more we hold, the more stuck we feel. But when we begin releasing, lovingly, intentionally, we begin to become. So let summer burn it away. Let this be the season you stop hiding your emotions in your body and start honoring them as the gateway to your freedom. Now that we've talked about reconnecting with the body and releasing emotional weight, let's expand into vision, into creation. Because summer isn't just about being in the moment. It's about asking, what future am I stepping into with every choice I make now? What future am I stepping into with every choice I make now? Here's something most people forget. You are already your future self. You are the future self of who you were last week, last month, last year. The energy you're feeling today, the habits you carry, the results in your life, they were all set in motion back then. So what happens when you get conscious about that? What happens when you realize every choice, every thought, every aligned action is an investment in your next version of you? The food you eat today is shaping your energy tomorrow. The way you speak to yourself now is shaping your confidence next week. The boundaries you set, the rest you honor, the practices you embody, that's the version of you you're becoming. So ask yourself, who do I want to be by fall? How do I want to feel in my skin, in my energy, in my presence? What do I want people to experience when they're around me? What do I want to have created, to shed, or to have embodied? And then flip it. What does that future self do every day to get there? What choices do they make about food, movement, mindset, self-talk, connection? How do they show up when things feel off? And how do they bring themselves back into alignment quickly? Even choosing one anchor can shift everything. One commitment, one ritual, one practice. For me, it's been about deeply supporting my body so my nervous system can regulate, my energy stays steady, and my body feels like a safe place to grow from. That support has come from what I give my body, not just in food or movement, but a cellular level. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in the next segment. But for now, know this. Your future self is watching. They are cheering you on. They know it's possible. Now it's up to you to choose you. As we think about becoming our future selves, not just spiritually or emotionally, but physically, there's one piece we absolutely cannot ignore. And this is how we support and care for our body, inside and out. Because all the clarity, the vision, and the expansion in the world won't land if your body isn't equipped to hold it. It's not just about doing more. It's about being honest. What are we putting in our bodies? What are we absorbing through our skin, through our breath, through our food? Your body is incredibly wise, but it is also under constant demand, navigating emotional toxins, processed foods, emotional weight, hormone disruptors, and more. And what we don't pay attention to ends up costing us. It costs us in energy, sleep, mood, and also clarity. For me, my own transformation didn't fully take root until I started aligning both energetically and physically. I got real honest about what I was using, what I was consuming, and how it was helping or hindering my growth. I explored natural, holistic tools. I simplified my nutrition and paid closer attention to my ingredients. I became more discerning about what went on my skin and into my home. And I started really paying attention to how I felt instead. The shift was real, physically, emotionally, and vibrationally. So this isn't about promoting any one thing. It's about inviting you into a new level of discernment and care. What am I asking my body to process each day? What would it feel like to choose support that's clean, aligned, and intentional? Because the truth is, our environment impacts us. Our choices shape our future. And when our body feels safe and supported, our energy rises to meet our vision. That's the kind of nourishment I want for you. Not just during this season, but as the foundation for your expansion. So as we wrap this up, you've just been invited to experience summer as a catalyst, as a portal to the version of you that you've been calling in. You've remembered that your body is sacred. You've released the weight of emotions that no longer belong to you. You've realized that you are not just becoming your future self. You're already living the result of who you were. And most importantly, you've seen that the choices you make today, how you nourish, support, and speak to yourself, are shaping the version of who you will rise with the leaves this fall. The invitation now is simple. Tend to yourself like you matter, because you do. Treat your well-being as a non-negotiable. Choose with intention, live with vision, and act in alignment. This is your season to thrive. Your body knows. Your future self is waiting. And the light within you is ready to match the sun. If this episode moved you, share it with someone you love. And if you're ready to go deeper, visit my site at www.avibeabove.com for ways that I can guide you through the process. Until next time, honor your rhythm, live your truth, and stay in a vibe above. Many blessings.